podcast special. I'm Ryan.
I'm Josh.
And today we're here with our second annual Christmas special. And I know what you're thinking. I don't remember there being a first one. And that's where you're right. But let's just pretend.
Yeah. This is a thing we do.
Yeah. We do this every year.
Every year.
Every year.
Every year. Ryan, bringing cheer and joy to the children.
It's just the spirit of the season is inside me.
Gross.
And I need to get it out.
Stop looking at me like that. You're very intense right now. I need you to dial back your holiday happiness.
Alright, sorry. My holiday cheer got the better of me. But we're here today just to kind of bullshit.
Yeah, we're just...
Me and Josh have kind of yeah, what you said. Me and Josh are just kind of here. We've compiled a nice list of things that you can watch over this weekend with your family, and maybe stuff to avoid watching, or watch it because it might be hilarious.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But, nothing too formal. But
whatever brings you joy.
But we did a little bit of work on this one. We even watched a few Christmas movies, Josh.
Yes, we did, and one of them is actually on my list.
Nice. Yeah. I think one of them is on my list that we watched this week.
I made a list, and I checked it twice.
Oh! Okay, Josh. Well, you know what I think
I'm the Santa of San Bernardino County.
You know what I think I want to start off with, Josh?
What do you want to do, bro?
Let's be honest with ourselves and our listeners.
Okay.
There aren't a lot of good Christmas movies out there. They kind of shit them out like nobody's business.
They are a bit of a product.
Yeah, and it's like the Christmas album.
Nobody shits them out like Hallmark though. They start them the day after Thanksgiving and they don't end till like January 1st.
And that's what I mean. And I can't think of, outside of one that we watched recently, of two recently that are like very good modern Christmas movies. They seem to be something that is stuck somewhat in the past.
It seems to be. Yeah.
As far as the feature film goes.
The genuine sentimentality of the Christmas film.
They seem to be stuck to Christmas episodes of shows.
Yes.
Christmas specials, which I do have a few of those I want to talk about.
I have a couple episodes of television shows.
Perfect. And then shitty made-for-TV Hallmark. It's kind of where we're at right now.
Yeah. And it's like, I didn't want to put those down on my list because I felt like they were just too easy, you know?
It's too easy, but
they're still fun. I still think we should talk about
I picked one just because me and you have both seen it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
We brought it up here recently.
I think we did.
I brought it up in comparison to something else.
But I figure we might start with the bad and move on over to the good.
All right.
Okay, so, Josh.
Okay.
Let me ask you, sir, what is the worst Christmas movie you have ever seen?
The number one worst Christmas movie I've ever seen. I was just telling you that I've seen so many bad ones that it's hard. I did not write down any bad ones because I could not decide upon them.
Then you know what? Just rapid fire some off, and I have a more concise list that we can.
There is, in particularly, to go back to Hallmark films that we were talking about. There is one in particular that I fucking hate. It enrages me just because Christmas is like my favorite holiday. Oh. I love Christmas. I love this time of year.
I'm just gonna let you guys know he does not act that way. So this is a genuine surprise.
I'm never happy. So. No, dude, Christmas is a good time of year. It's just, I think I want to believe in my dumb head that it brings out the best in everybody, and it just seems to bring out the worst in everyone. But no, dude, I like this time of year. I like the family thing and everything. I really get behind it. I like seeing people's Christmas decorations and all that shit. And I love Christmas movies. I have a very soft spot for those schmaltzy, learn your moral lesson type of things. It's I grew up like that, watching like the Shirley Temple movies and White Christmas and all that stuff. I love that stuff.
Yeah.
My mom would play Christmas carols all day, every day, and it was this one artist that I cannot remember her name right now, but she had like 5 or 6 Christmas albums, and they were records.
Oh shit!
And when I was a kid, that was what my mom would do. She would put the records on, and it was just all day, side A, side B, side A, side B, side A, side B of these albums, dude. And we would decorate the whole house. But yeah, dude, it's just, and I feel like Hallmark movies betray everything that I love about them, and my mom cannot get enough of them. She thinks they're wonderful, and I can't stand them. There's one in particular that drives me nuts, and it is A Boyfriend for Christmas.
It sounds promising.
This girl, she's played by, and I always get her confused with Dr. Cox's wife. She was on Scrubs as well.
Okay.
It's not Dr. Cox's wife from Scrubs, also on the Drew Carey show.
Yeah.
God, she was on that lawyer show, Boston Public.
Was she on Well, that would have been Boston Legal.
Yeah, Boston Legal. Sorry.
Boston Public was the much better show
that
did not have William Shatner in it.
Well, William Shatner didn't show up till much later in the show.
Oh, okay.
And he followed his name escapes me right now, but he was the bad guy in Age of Ultron.
Oh yeah. But but I will say that I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
from
because she
Drew
was
Carey
on
show.
the episode of Scrubs as well.
Yeah, she was in Scrubs quite a bit. JD hooked up with her once.
No, that was Cox's wife, and Cox wanted to hook up with her.
What are we talking about now?
I don't know. Anyway, but she's been single for so long, and she's got a sassy friend.
Mm-hmm.
They all have sassy friends, and their whole thing is just like, oh, it's Christmas time, blah blah blah, and then the Christmas is like the back setting to this terrible, terrible rom-com, and it's she gets set up with this guy. And he comes to her house, and he's everything that she's ever wanted, but they're only going to do a trial run because, she just wants her family off her back or something like that. So she's going to go out with them.
Okay.
But it's a fake boyfriend.
It's a facade.
It's all a ruse.
Okay.
And we spend more time with these shitty. It's bad dialogue.
You know what this sounds like?
What?
This sounds like the Melissa and Joey Christmas movie that they made.
Did you see this?
Yeah.
I didn't know you watched it.
Like I said, when I started thinking about it, same as you, when I started thinking about it, I realized that I've seen so many shitty ones that I can't just talk about all of them.
Yeah.
So I was hitting some of the classics and throwing in a couple more. But yeah, no, I think this is the made-for-TV movie that spawned the Melissa and Joey show.
Oh, Lord.
And this sounds very similar, where they were fake boyfriend, girlfriend for the holidays.
Yeah, and then it's just, you spend like 2 days with them, and they're in super love. They're gonna get super married. And then it snows at I don't want to, it's so fucking bad. And then, but then there's always one part, and this happened in this movie. I'm trying to not confuse it with it. I wasn't gonna fucking watch it again to do this, and it's just, there's some kind of he wasn't honest with her about who he was entirely, and she's just that's it. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. She hates his ass.
Yeah.
But then Christmas morning comes.
I was going to say, and then Christmas is always not important until
the end of the
very end, where they realize it's
yeah.
Christmas, and then the whole conflict, which had nothing to do with anything, is resolved because they're in the Christmas spirit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it starts to snow, and they're always amazed by it snowing. And they look around, it's been snowing the whole fucking time.
But it's
and they're
Christmas.
always just ooh, it's a white Christmas. No, fuck you. You don't get to do that. You don't get to reference Bing Crosby. Fuck you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just, dude, no, they come around. Yeah, I butchered that.
No.
I don't remember it. It's fucking terrible.
You nailed the essence.
I do have another one.
Okay.
But that one just fills me with so much anger. because it's just there are always these bad rom-coms.
Yeah.
And I struggle with rom-coms in general. There's probably two that I really enjoy. And one is set during Christmas time. And yeah, dude, they're not even good like romance. They're just like shitty storyline. The actors look like they don't even want to be there. Like it's some kind of contractual like they couldn't get a job on like Lost.
Yeah.
Or or any more current cool show. Like they couldn't get a role on Game of Thrones.
I will say,
or Breaking Bad.
A lot of these as well. The studio lighting mixed with like whatever fucking camera they're using.
Yeah.
Always is like blown out whites and very bright, and I'm just like, am I supposed to be like, oh, it's because it's Christmas?
Because it's Christmas, dude. I remember I saw one the other day, dude, and they had clearly just laid down white blankets to look like snow, and you could see like where the edge of the blanket was and like the grass underneath, and I was just like, bullshit. I mean, I worked at like a community college theater. I did classes and did sets, and they looked better than these productions that make it to television. It drives me insane.
Yeah, I mean, like, we just sort of watched Christmas Story live, and at least on the Warner Brothers backlot, like, they blew the whole thing with actual snow.
Yeah, it's actual fake
so
snow.
It's like, that's all you gotta do.
Put some fucking effort in it. And that's the thing, too, is just like, they're written poorly. They're just shelled out.
I think
they just shell these things out.
I honestly think that there's scripts that sit in, I forget exactly what it's called.
I know.
But they sit there for a while, and then they get picked up for cheap, and then I think they're adapted into Christmas movies.
They could be. It's like every Die Hard movie is that.
Yeah. Or they could be set at Christmas anyhow, but then they try to ham up that element.
Yeah, it always feels like Christmas is just an afterthought to it, and it's just, I have stupid bullshit rules for Christmas movies that no one adheres to that I adhere to.
And I'm sure we're going to get into that as we start going down more of what I have here in list form.
Yes, I have a list.
You have a list too. By keeping on the theme that you're going with, one of the worst, I don't know if it's the worst, but one of the worst that I have on my bad Christmas, because I have my naughty and nice list here. On my naughty list is a Hallmark Christmas movie, but it may have been ABC Family. I'm not sure.
Is it the one that we watched?
12 Dates of Christmas.
Yeah.
With
starring Amy Smart
and Zach
Morris.
Yeah.
AKA MPG Mark Paul Gosselaar.
So it's Groundhog Day.
Yeah, it's a Groundhog's Day format, and Amy Smart is the protagonist of this storyline.
Yeah, and she just got dumped and can't find a man, and then she gets.
Did she get dumped?
I don't like.
I thought that
way back.
Yeah, she got dumped way back, and he's in town to propose to new girl.
Yeah,
that's right.
Which she finds out on one of the 12 dates.
Well, she gets hit in the head or falls.
She gets spritzed in the face.
Yeah, she gets
spritzed. Yeah, and then you.
There's this
out.
Weird group of circumstances that I'm not entirely sure what
started the event or why it ended, because she had a lot of very successful nights.
Yeah.
Which I guess is kind of a theme with Groundhog Day.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, is he was supposed to learn the lesson of becoming a better. But this is, I remember what I was talking about. It was Death Day, Happy Death Day.
Oh, Happy Death Day.
Yeah, we were talking about that. And this is a lazier version of that with none of the humor. God.
It was really bad. Basically, it's just she keeps living a day where she tries to either get with her ex-boyfriend,
go out with Mark Paul
Gosselaar, but she keeps fucking it up or being retarded.
Yeah.
And then she wanted to hang out with a friend, and then she realized her neighbor knows how to bake super good. And then
so she lets her neighbor come in, and they bake a cake, and they invite Some
the
girl from the
homeless
street.
is-
No.
Oh,
It's that girl.
The
that's,
girl because her boyfriend didn't know how to get her a gift or didn't know
Yeah,
was
so
making
he
her
was-
some dumb thing, and she's
he
like,
was-
he always does this dumb thing, which is like he put a lot of effort into.
He
and she had to
he
tell him
makes
he's
a
dumb.
snowflake out of Christmas lights.
Or some shit.
Yeah, and it's like all freehand, and it's actually pretty romantic. But I mean, I guess if you do that again and again and again, it would get old.
Yeah, so she talks shit, so she fixes that, and like she does all this arbitrary shit that does not have
She
any
never advances.
impact on the last date, as it were.
No.
And then she learns nothing, is like, oh, I guess I can be with you now that I've said all the right things instead of fucking it up the 4 other times.
Yeah. Yeah, like she rips on him for something and finds out that his wife died tragically.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh no, she didn't even die tragically. She like fell off a ladder.
Yeah. Wasn't that she like fell off a ladder hanging the lights because he was supposed to be
That's
there?
what it was, yeah.
But he was
supposed to
like but
be
he
there.
forgot the stuffing or
Yeah,
something.
but he was, I thought he was at business.
No, I thought he like had to run back to the store.
Oh god.
Or something
Yeah.
even worse. Like
Yeah.
they didn't want to make him a bad guy.
Yeah.
Like he was good all around. It was just
That's
a
right.
tragedy.
Yeah, no, he wasn't too busy with work.
No,
but he does like charity hockey teams for
And then
the
he has
local hoodlums.
the charity hockey team. Dude, it's just all these random elements that don't like
It's like 6 different bad Hallmark movies
Yeah.
in one movie. It's so bad.
yeah, and they don't like meld or whatever you want to say. Like
And,
it
like-
just is like she lives them all, and then on the 12th day she does everything right, even when they didn't have anything to do with the other ones.
Yeah, and like I've seen Amy Smart be funny.
Mhm.
Like she has good comedic timing, and this is
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. Bad writing, dude.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Like even she's just like, "Oh, wacky! I slipped on ice and fell on my bottom."
Yeah, believe it or not, there's an Amy Smart movie in each one of the Naughty and Nice lists.
Oh yeah,
Which I'm sure is going to take you into your rant, but
it's not gonna rant.
it's going to take you into
I referenced
your
it a minute ago.
explanation. I know. Okay, so that one is on par, but on par with what you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
There is just a machine of pumping these straight to television movies.
It reminds
out.
me a lot of that scene from South Park, not where they're making fun of Family Guy with the manatees and stuff, but the one where Cartman's supposed to be like
Awesome-o, where he's Awesome-o, yeah.
and he's just like, I don't know,
He's working for Paramount,
maybe,
yeah.
but he's like, he falls in love with her, but she's like a toaster.
Yeah, Adam Sandler inherits $1 billion, but before he can get it, he has to like become a boxer.
Yeah. Rob Schneider meets a girl and he loves her, but he's like a toaster.
Yeah.
You know, and all that kind. It's just that's how I feel like it's just a boardroom of bored writers that like they gave up on their careers and are just like, I don't know, that girl that was on 90210, which one? Any of them?
No, no, and it's funny because I find myself doing it when I see them on. They'll like be on the TV at work, and then I start like, I'm just like, this girl is a single mom, and she like works at the chemotherapy center.
Yeah.
And this old man has always given her the business about finding a man, but then he recovers and you find out that he's Santa Claus.
Or an angel.
Or an angel, or who
Yeah.
cares? Or fucking who cares?
Yeah, and it's just people are so reactionary in these movies, like, and nobody ever like does anything common sense. Like, there's always like the guy loves the girl, or the girl loves the guy, but there's another girl or another guy, and he's just like the worst like plot device. Like he's just there to be a cock.
Yeah.
Or she's just there to be a bitch.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just, and then like, oh no, I fell, and now, oh, kissy poo, and he's never like, what the fuck, you know, like immediately, get the fuck off me, or whatever, and then the girl sees it, and is just like, no, or the guy
He's
sees
like,
it, and is
wait.
just like, oh, you know, the guy's just like, oh, you and Maximus, or whatever, you know, and it, oh god, they all get mad,
Yeah.
and then, yeah,
It is bad.
it's so irritating.
So
And then, like, he unwraps the Christmas present, and it's her naked, or whatever. That would be better.
that's a different type of movie.
That's a much better movie. I want to unwrap a naked girl for Christmas.
So outside of those, Josh, I do have some classics here that you'll find on fucking lists all over the internet.
Oh, yeah.
But one of them we watched, and people were able to witness us watching it,
It's a classic.
And that is Santa Claus Conquers the Martians.
He does not conquer the Martians.
Yeah. Side note, if you watch that and you look carefully, I'm clearly falling asleep through most of it.
He is. I think I went to sleep in part of it, dude. It's just. It's not even that it's bad. It's just very long and very boring.
Yeah, for sure. And it's nonsensical as well.
It's just ridiculous. Yeah, like the Martians come here to steal Santa for the younglings.
But they're watching Earth television.
Yeah,
maybe that's what they need, but they don't because they're lazy.
Because it's making them lazy and stupid, and they all wear teacups on their head.
Yeah, I don't even remember what it was about. It was so long.
There was a guy with a mustache that was terrible, and he hated the Santa. And then there was the village idiot that, like, I'm pretty sure that, like, Mars is only that, like, group of, like, 6 people.
Yeah.
Which is just sad.
Yeah, I feel bad for them. They really did need the spirit of Christmas.
They did. And also to, propagate.
They made a fake Santa? Am I right?
No, the village idiot becomes the Mars Santa.
Oh.
He's always wearing Santa's clothes and stuff like that, and he becomes the Santa.
Yeah. Well, that's a bad one. Don't watch it. You could go to twitch.tv/MightyFish Productions and watch it if you would like.
Yeah, we're not very entertaining through it because, like we said, we fell asleep in it.
Yeah, that shit was a new level of bad. So, I also have, and I wonder if you will disagree with me on this, Fred Claus. And my naughty side.
I don't know how I feel about Fred Claus because, like, Vince Vaughn is like a admitted weakness for me. Like, if Vince Vaughn's in it, I will watch it. And it's backfired on me quite a few times.
I will say this is only one of two
bad Vince Vaughn movies, and that was one I was going to bring up. Was the other one, which I feel like is much worse than Fred Claus.
It is 1,000 times
It is
worse.
Terrible. But, like, that one's like a double hitter for me, because it's got Paul Giamatti, who I really enjoy.
I really like him, too.
And Vince Vaughn, who is, like I said, a weakness. I just think he's funny, dude. He's got great timing.
The problem I have with the movie is it's so middle of the road. Like, it's not so bad, but it's also not good.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a lot of entertainment value. It's like by the numbers and everybody's just getting their paychecks.
You know what's funny is I get the beginning of that movie confused with the one where he has a whole bunch of kids.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know what one that...
I can't remember the name of that one.
Somebody started watching that before, and I was like,
Yeah.
It's called, like... It's like the dude's name or something.
Yeah.
The character's name.
But I always get the beginning of that one because they're like the same beginning.
I can't
but
get my shit
Dodgeball
together.
Also has the beginning.
Exactly.
Beginning.
I can't get my shit together, but some unexpected event is going to force me to have to be a leader.
Well, he's like in
adult figure.
He's in like a group too, isn't he? He's in like group therapy for being like a holiday deity, a holiday creatures.
Yeah.
Like the Easter Bunny's brother there is there or something like that? I remember there's like a group.
It plays it very straight, and I think it's bizarre.
It is,
but
it's
not
really weird.
But like, they don't go far enough.
No,
like, it's worse than the Santa Claus.
The first Santa Claus I enjoy.
So do I. It's not on this list. I'm just saying,
good.
I'm just saying it's the same premise almost.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, that's the thing is it seems like it's bits from other, not even just Christmas movies, but other movies in general.
Yeah.
That, like,
I found the whole thing lazy
together. Yeah. No, I get that, dude.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know, dude, but like Paul Giamatti's so cool.
Yeah.
And Vince Vaughn just makes me laugh. Isn't Elizabeth Banks Mrs. Claus or like his head elf or something, and like
maybe
Vince Vaughn's trying to get with her the whole time? Yeah. It's been a while since I saw Fred Claus.
Yes. I'm trying to think.
I just remember he gets all the elves drunk and they all start having a party and he tries to unionize them at the same time, and there's a line from the movie that I use all the time where I'm just like, yeah, let's do it. Let's make some bad decisions with each other. And no one ever knows what I'm talking about, and I always laugh.
shit. Well, that will move us right along into Vince Vaughn's other foray.
Oh, so you've got it down too?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I did write that one down.
4 Christmases.
4 Christmases, which is not just one of the worst Christmas movies I've ever seen, one of the worst movies I've ever seen
It is
in general.
terrible. So if you think, I will say this. If you thought that Vince Vaughn was being lazy in Fred Claus, holy shit. He does not want to be there.
Dude, no one wants to be in that movie. Jon Favreau doesn't want to be in that movie. Robert Duvall doesn't want to be in that movie.
Really doesn't want to be
Definitely doesn't want to be in that. Vince Vaughn, Reese Witherspoon, Mary Steenburgen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god. Whose house do they go to first? Because they're both divorced, kids from divorced families.
I think they go to her parents first.
I know they go to her mom's last.
Wherever, okay, and that's where the pregnancy test and all that happens.
Yeah, and he pukes all over her or whatever.
Or some shit.
Yeah.
I can't even remember. I know that there's a roof incident going on.
Yeah, that's it, Robert.
He's buying Robert Duvall's his brothers, I guess.
Yeah, his brothers are like MMA fighters.
Yeah, and
I can't remember who his other brother
is.
It's Jon Favreau and somebody
whatever.
else. Yeah. He got them satellite TV.
Yeah, and Xbox.
And dude,
shit.
that is honestly the longest part of that movie, and
Yeah.
it's the point where I think most people honestly just give up.
Yeah.
Because you go to his house and they just suck the fucking worst.
Yeah.
And it's like you're kind of on his side for most of it, but then he's kind of being a bitch at the same time, so he's irritating.
Well, it's like, and it didn't really work that they were both Grinches. Like, she should have been game, but it was like both of them were very excited that they were going to like the Bahamas or something.
Yeah. They don't want to do this family Christmas thing.
Yeah.
It's so fucking bad.
Yeah.
It's just, I just remember Robert Duvall being really pissed that he's giving him satellite TV or Dish Network or something like that. It's
like the guy's going to be here to set it up for you. I'm going to pay the bill.
And he's like, no way. He's like,
we put up our own satellite dishes.
And then he yanks on the cord while they're on the TV.
Like,
he goes flying off the roof, and then he gets mad because he fucked up his roof.
Yeah.
It's oh god, it's so bad. And then I remember Mary Steenburgen like hitting on him at the end of the bit. Like her mom's like super sexual, and she just keeps flirting with him.
Tell.
And then like they're just so mean to her because she was fat when she was a kid.
Oh god, yeah, that's
you know, and that's always the hallmark of a bad family.
Yeah,
is
it's
when
like
they're
her
mean
sister's
to you.
family. They went to that too. I don't remember.
Yeah,
but
her sister is like, she's not a successful woman. She's not a businesswoman. She's settled down and had kids, and that's better than
and that's
Reese
something that Reese Witherspoon will never know.
No.
She's busy with her work.
She'll never know the joy of a
pregnant.
child. She's super preggo. And Vince Vaughn didn't know about it. He gets all mad.
Even though she wasn't drinking the whole time, and then everybody would look at her.
Yeah.
To let the audience know.
The Jon Favreau's wife points it out at that house. Yeah.
She was like, oh, I can tell.
It's so
funny.
funny.
Like everybody just said they could tell from what I remember.
Yeah, everybody figured it out.
But Jon Favreau's too busy being like, I just can't. And that's his whole performance.
That's Vince Vaughn's entire performance. And then Jon Favreau is just the linebacker cop from The Replacements.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I just remember chest bumps and headbutts all day at that house.
Fuck. Yeah, you're right. It's not just a bad Christmas movie. It is just a bad movie in general.
Vince Vaughn is seriously in full, like, I'm going to be that annoying guy from Swingers all day long.
Yeah. Holy shit.
That's bad.
Stay away from that one. Do you have anything else on your bad list? Or would you like me to continue? I only have 2 more. One of them's very obvious.
The Santa Claus 3 is atrocious.
I've never seen past the second one.
Okay, well, the third one has Martin Short, and he plays Jack Frost. Okay. And they're going to go into business together. But Jack Frost wants to steal the Santa role. So he tricks Tim Allen into giving up the claws. And he gets, like, trapped in
claws?
Yeah, the claws. And then he gets, like, trapped in a fucking snow globe or something.
I remember the first one. It's just
I wish I remembered these bad ones better because I'm sure they would make for good comedy.
I'm sure, but and we also just don't have time to go through how we'd have to focus on one and pick it apart. But I remember the first one being like pretty cut and dry. It's like, all right,
first one's pretty simple. It's a good
touching.
Christmas movie.
It's whatever.
Yeah.
The second one, they kind of lost me, where it's just like, you have to get a wife.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
Yeah, the second one's pretty dumb, and then the third one's just awful. There's like this.
I didn't know there was a third one.
He's remarried. He's got a lady now from the second one.
Yeah.
And then like Judge Reinhold comes back. Okay. You remember him from the first one.
Yeah.
And like, but like it's a new mom, and they've got like, and his kid's new, and what's his name from 10 Things I Hate About You, Krumholtz, I think is his last name. The Jewish guy. Yeah. He's not in it, and he was like the lead elf in all the other movies. He's not in it. Like, it's just, and everything looks cheap. I think this is the one where Tim Allen was like, I'm tired of doing fucking Christmas movies. I can't do this anymore. And like, I don't think that it should have been direct to video, and it was a theatrical release.
Shit, I didn't even know it existed.
Oh yeah, no, dude, there was like no advertisement for it. It just was like, I really think it was like some kind of contractual obligation for everyone involved.
Shit.
But yeah, dude, it was awful. It was really bad.
Okay. All right. So we're getting into the worst. Except for 12 Dates of Christmas. 4 Christmases is also very bad. But it gets much worse. So, Jack Frost.
You were asking me if I remembered this movie, and I don't think I've ever seen the whole movie. I just remember Michael Keaton being very sad.
I just I just remember bits and pieces of it.
So like the rest of these well thought out list parts.
Yeah, for sure. Let's just put it this way. It's Michael Keaton is a snowman.
I think that was like his last movie, too, for a long time.
He's a snowman. Yeah.
Isn't it like he gets in a car accident?
Yeah, he's too busy being on the road with his stupid jazz band.
He plays harmonica.
Yeah, whatever the fuck.
I remember that, yeah.
And his son's like, damn, I wish my dad didn't suck so hard. and then he gets in a goddamn car accident and croaks. And then his son's like, I'm so upset, I'm going to build a snowman. But then he puts one of his dad's scarves on it, Josh.
Oh.
And
it's like the magical top hat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then he becomes
Jack Frost.
Jack Frost, which I think was already his name.
There's another Jack Frost movie.
Yeah,
and it's about it's a killer snowman.
Yeah, I do know that.
Yeah.
It caused a lot of confusion, especially with the bitches. But
Jesus.
But yeah, and then there's hijinks. He teaches them some lessons, and he's like, "All right, I gotta go." And then like he becomes an actual Michael Keaton ghost, and they seriously talk to him like Obi-Wan Kenobi style for far too long. It's like a 10-minute scene of him being like, "Oh, I miss you, baby." It's like, I'll be there whenever you need it. Just play the harmonica, and then he like fucking takes off.
I thought maybe he became.
And he's like, well, no. This is what happens. He's like, nah. He's like, yeah, I gotta go. And he's like, nah. It's still cold out. He's like, yeah, but what happens when it gets warm? And he's like, we could go to South America. It's winter there when it's summer here. And I was like, this kid has the best ideas, but also kind of a poor understanding. But fair enough. That was his plan. He's like, nah, I've helped you, but you gotta move on. You gotta let me go, kid. And then, like I said, he becomes actual ghost. Mom shows up and is like, I can't believe I didn't believe you. They talk to him for a long time. It's crazy bad.
So it's Frosty the Snowman mixed with Ghost Dad.
Yeah, no, for real. Yeah, it's like Ghost and Frosty. Fuck, it's bad. But by far the best worst on the list, which I'm hoping is on your list, and it's on everybody's list, and I watch it far too much. Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way is a joy, dude. Jingle All the Way is a treat. It's so... That is a bad one that I love.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I love that movie. It's so stupid.
All-star cast.
Sinbad.
We got the late, great
Phil Hartman.
Yeah.
Trying to shag his wife.
Yeah, isn't his wife Jamie Lee Curtis?
No. Oh, who is... I don't know her name, but she was like super big in the 90s.
Yeah, fuck. I'm trying. I have her face in my mind.
Talk, I shall handle this.
But yeah. So all-star cast.
I keep wanting to say Maria Shriver, and I'm like, no, that's his real life.
Kind of a product of its time.
Definitely a product.
It's not.
Of its time.
It's obviously a phenomenon that still exists today, but it was back during when there was the hot holiday toy, and you had to go to find it at a store. You know what I mean?
Dolls and all that stuff.
So it was like the Power Rangers or Tickle Me Elmo or whatever. You know what
Which
I mean?
has a different connotation these days.
Yeah.
Rita Wilson.
And it's just him trying to get the Turbo Man doll.
Yeah. Turbo Man.
And he runs into Sinbad, and there's a
rivalry. Sinbad is a postman.
Mm-hmm.
And he's trying to get it for his kid.
Yeah.
And they have this rivalry for the whole movie, yeah.
And
hijinks, and doesn't he fucking punch out a reindeer?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he punches a reindeer, or he gets one drunk, and I don't know, all sorts of shit.
Yeah, no, he fights it, and then he gets drunk.
Then he gets drunk, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
There's also a police officer that keeps getting in the mix.
Yeah. He keeps getting involved. He just chases him for the whole episode. He's always around.
He's always there.
Doesn't he keep spilling his coffee?
Yeah, he keeps spilling his coffee and running into him or backing into his horse or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just remember him getting mad because Phil Hartman's at his wife's house and he's like, "Don't you eat those cookies? Those are my cookies.
Yeah.
Put the cookie down.
Put the cookie down." Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, I'm just here keeping her warm or whatever. He's talking shit to
He's such a perv in the movie, but he was such a great Phil Hartman character.
He was great.
Because it was a Phil Hartman.
Just drinking nog.
Just having some nog with Mrs. And he's like the dickhead neighbor that's got the perfect house.
He already has the turbo. He's like, I've had it wrapped since July, my friend.
Yeah, and he's got all the perfect decorations on his house, and he's busting Arnold Schwarzenegger's balls.
He's got a reindeer over.
Oh, real? Yeah, that's where he gets the reindeer, yeah.
That's when he fights and drinks with the reindeer.
Fights and drinks with the reindeer. And then the quote from the parade that you and I say all the time. He gets it.
Culminates into a final,
Christmas parade.
Yeah, the final showdown.
Yes, between Sinbad and Arnold Schwarzenegger, in which they assume the roles of Turbo Man and his nemesis. Brain case.
And then I forget. He also had a sidekick that nobody liked. He's like a pink furry monster.
Jetster.
Yeah, shut up. Nobody likes you.
Rocket? It's some stupid he's
name.
Like a crappy, saber-toothed Wookiee.
Yeah, he's a saber-tooth. Yeah. He's a big saber-tooth.
He's like if tiger. The Wampa and Chewbacca got it on.
Yeah. And then he got dyed pink.
And
And hooked up with Laura Dern.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so he becomes...
And, he doesn't know that he's Turbo Man.
Yeah.
They take him back to a Universal backlot.
Yeah.
And he gets all costumed up, and then he walks out on the float, which he somehow gets on the float from underground.
Nowhere. Yeah.
He gets they're
in a warehouse, and then he gets raised up onto a float that's going down the street.
Yeah, and then he walks out and is Turbo Man.
He's Turbo Man.
Turbo Man. And Sinbad has...
With a real jetpack.
With a real jetpack. Yeah. Turbo Man, use your jetpack.
Turbo Man, use your jetpack. And they give him they're like, oh, you're the replacement, and they give him about 10 seconds of instructions on how to use his jetpack.
Yeah. This real jetpack that actually works, and he gets less training than the Rocketeer did. And the Rocketeer just found that jetpack in a bag in a plane.
Yeah. Wow.
And they're just like, press this button to go forward, press this button to go back, then you go left to shoot your laser discs.
Yeah, that's right.
He shoots these little Nerf discs. Sinbad just decides to dress up as the arch nemesis.
Yeah, he sees him, and then
that's right.
And then
he sees
and
him,
then the guy who's going to play him is smoking behind the
out,
building,
yeah.
and knocks him out and steals his costume.
Yeah, goes out there dressed up like him, and then he takes their kid, who we didn't bring up, Jake Lloyd.
Yeah, Jake Lloyd.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Wait, no, he's in jail.
Yeah, well, his life is destroyed.
Yeah, his life is over.
Phantom Menace.
The poor bastard. I feel bad for that kid.
Yeah.
I never thought he was a good actor, but I didn't think he deserved what he got.
Him and Rose Tico are gonna start a support group.
Him, Rose Tico, and Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar Binks, who didn't have a real actor. But, yeah.
Voice actor.
Yeah, but nobody fucking knows who it is. I'm sure it's in the credits. Nobody's watched all the way to the credits.
You're just making things up.
It's just amazing. I will say that you have to have somebody to talk to in bullshit in the parts that are slow.
This is a movie that you have a Christmas party with your friends and put it on.
Yeah.
Maybe you're watching some comedy Christmas movies and stuff or whatever, dude. But this one needs to be watched. It's a good fun time. It's so stupid.
It's so bad.
It's really, really, really fun to watch though. Yeah, but don't watch it alone.
Yeah.
Watch it with your friends.
Don't watch it like you and the wife. You know what I mean?
You can watch it.
You could. I mean, you could, but
your hearts will not be warmed by this movie.
No. You have to be willing to be all right, we're going to be stupid.
Let's watch dumb movies. Let's watch Jingle All the Way.
Yeah. And that pretty much concludes.
That was a good addition, dude.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites. I love that movie.
It's so amazing. It should be in the middle.
Yeah, it's somewhere in the middle.
It should be in the middle of this line.
Because it's a terrible film, but it is so much fun to watch.
It is. It's fucking great. All right, Josh, the main event.
Oh, snappity.
We are going to list our favorite Christmas movies. These are must-watches.
In which order are we going, my friend?
Let's just riff back and forth. If you say something that is on my list, I will let you know.
Okie dokie.
And then just pick another one. I would save your favorite for last.
That's what I was going to do.
That's going to be hard to do. But let's start. You want to start? You go ahead and start with
All right. At the bottom of my list is one from my childhood that I absolutely adore.
All right.
It is Home Alone.
Home Alone.
I love Home Alone, dude.
Home Alone is at the very top of my list, but not as my favorite. It's just the first one I wrote.
Yeah.
But yes.
Oh, so yours are in no
particular
mine are actually
order.
in order. Okay.
Yeah, I did no particular order with mine, but I figured I'd pick my favorite.
Yeah, dude. Home Alone is just great, dude. It's the end of that I keep wanting to say John Evans. That's not his name.
Are we talking about John Landis?
No, not John Landis. Fucking the guy that Kevin Smith is inspired by. He did 16 Candles. His name is just escaping me right now. God damn it.
How come I can't think of his name either?
Right?
Now you've thrown me for a loop.
There we go.
I
got this. Wasn't directed by him, but it was written by him. It was John Hughes.
John Hughes, there we go.
Yeah, my brain was just drawing a blank on his last name.
Yeah, John Hughes.
But it's kind of the tail end of his career there, if I remember right. One of the last movies he did was complete crap, and I can't remember what it was.
Yeah,
but
when you look up directors that were big back in the day, and you realize they've done stuff in the 2000s, you're always like, oh no.
Yeah, well, I mean, he had a heart attack I think a couple of years ago.
Oh, did he?
And he passed. Yeah, but he was making stuff into the 90s and stuff, and it wasn't very good. But no, dude, Home Alone, dude, dude, the Wet Bandits, dude. It's so weird. I'd been watching Wonder Years for years by that point. Never put together Daniel Stern Like when I think of Daniel Stern, I think of Marv.
Yeah.
And just like he's so, him and Joe Pesci are hysterical in that movie.
I can be 100% wrong here, so don't jump down my throat. But I feel like Home Alone almost started a genre of movies of creative booby trap kid movie. You know what I mean?
No, I get you, dude. Because like there was Home Alone, and then there was like Camp Nowhere. Do you remember Camp Nowhere?
I do not remember Camp Nowhere.
Oh my god, it's all the Christopher Lloyd is the biggest name in the movie, and all these rapscallion kids start their own summer camp, and it's filled with wacky, stupid hijinks like that.
We recently watched like Three Ninjas, for instance.
Yeah.
And that had an aspect of that.
I feel like the little kid getting into wacky hijinks, like, I mean, because you could go back to like Parent Trap.
No, for sure.
But like, no, I
booby trap,
booby traps. The kid's making plans. He's got this little map.
They like don't call the police. You know.
Why call the cops? Yeah. No, because like, look at Mighty Ducks. They're constantly doing stupid prank traps like that in that movie. And that came out after Home Alone. So No, I think you have grounds for that one.
Yeah, and it's just first of all, it never gets old, and it also never makes you stop going like, ugh, or being like, he would be dead.
Oh, like, yeah.
It makes you suspend your disbelief to way too high of a level.
It's like,
but that's why it's great.
Gives a shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like Micro Machines don't work like that.
Yeah.
That's not what's gonna happen. You step on a Micro Machine. Oh, dude, no. The one that gets me every time is when that first paint can.
Oh yeah.
And then when Marv gets hit in the head with the iron, dude.
Yep.
Like, I'm just like, that's a cracked skull. He's bleeding to death on this basement floor. Oh, dude, were you
watching
afraid
the nail go through the foot?
That's happened to me, dude.
I know, and same here. I think most kids have probably done. And like,
I lost that toenail because of that, dude. Oh, dude, no, man. That when and they add that believable squish. Oh God.
Yeah.
It
still gets you every time.
When Joe Pesci burns it, I can't remember his character name. When he gets his hand on the fucking doorknob, oh god.
Yeah. Which I don't know what I'll have to watch it again, but I still don't know what he put on the doorknob. What sort of device? What was the purpose of it?
I remember it having a loop.
Had a loop to hang it,
but it looks
what kind of heating device would?
I don't know what was that for. Yeah. I don't know, dude. It looks like he stripped down some kind of cooking utensil,
maybe,
and just fucking threw it on the door.
Yeah.
But dude, were you afraid of the furnace?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Dude, the furnace scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
Hell
dude.
yeah, man.
It's like, rah, 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 rah. I'm like, ah! Scared the crap out of me, dude.
Yeah. Dude, and just...
Like, way more than the old man with the shovel.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it just had everything. It had the family problems with,
You know what, dude? I was just going to bring that up. I think that's the only part of that movie that has not aged well to me. Because I'm just like, they are the cruelest family to this kid. All of them.
Very cruel, very rich, and just very, nonchalant about everything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I just put them in the microwave. Why would you put your fucking tickets in a microwave and then leave them there?
Look what you did, you little jerk.
Look what you did, you little jerk. Oh, God. I remember that, too, because I remember my friends would dare me to fucking, dunk my pizza in soda. Because one of the kids does that, or they spill soda all over the pizza.
Yeah.
And, my friends and I would call, do like Home Alone, dunk your pizza. And I'm just like, all right.
Okay.
It did not taste good. I would dunk it in Pepsi. I remember. It was Pizza Hut pizza, and I dunked it in a Pepsi. It was terrible.
I think, just both of those things are bad.
Oh, yeah.
And then you put them together, and it's even worse.
Yeah. There's no part of that combination that works.
But yeah, it has. I will say that part is, but it has everything. It's got that. It's got the message. It's got it's got the children fantasy of being home by yourself.
I remember. Oh yeah, dude.
In spades.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then it moves
He's
on.
Jumping on all the beds and everything.
And then it moves on to the plot. To the staving off the fucking the robber's plot.
She never calls the house.
It's hard for me to remember. I feel like
she never called the house and he never answered the phone.
He definitely never answered the phone.
Yeah.
But I forget what his logic was. Like, he was afraid of something.
He was afraid of the furnace. He was afraid of the neighbor. He thought he wished them away.
Yeah.
Because remember, he makes that Christmas wish before he goes to bed.
Yeah.
And he thought that they had vanished. Which is, I guess, normal kid thinking.
I guess.
And I mean, in his situation, I know in my situation, as rough as it was sometimes with my family, and I would wish that, like, I'd be fucking totally lost without my family.
Yeah.
Like, he goes but, like, his parents suck. Like, his whole family's the worst, dude. So, of course, he's going to celebrate for as long as he can.
And they didn't get any better.
No.
There's a sequel.
And they suck then, too.
They do.
But then she's just, like, super overprotective mom.
Yeah.
And God, I can't remember the plot line for that one. Like, doesn't he go to the wrong hotel or something like that? No, they go to Hawaii, but they had to stop in New York?
Yeah, there's like layovers or whatever.
Yeah, like they go to Chicago to New York.
They live in Chicago, yeah, so Chicago to New York and whatever.
I just remember what was the brother Butch?
Butch, yeah.
He's this,
yeah, Butch.
Butch
has a tarantula. He's got a girlfriend.
He's got a huge gap between his teeth.
It's really just one of the producer's sons in drag, which is really funny.
Did not know that.
Because the director was just like, we can't have a real girl on there. That's mean.
So they put his kid in drag.
That's just one of the kids.
Which is much nicer.
Or woof, or whatever he says.
I do remember that his cousin or his brother, the little nerdy blonde kid with the glasses, was on Step by Step. Do you remember Step by Step?
No, I do not.
You're lucky. It was a TGIF sitcom.
Oh.
It was terrible.
There wasn't a lot of TGIF in my day.
Oh, yeah.
It was there, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah, well, you made a good choice.
It was Saturday Night Nick. No, it's
Snick. Snick had good stuff on it.
Snick.
I never got to watch it because I didn't have cable.
Yeah, that's poor guy stuff.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, dude, I loved Home Alone when I was a kid, and I watch it now. And it's still just as funny. Dude.
It's still, that's definitely one of the go-tos for people to watch on Christmas.
Yeah.
Right.
When he sets up the house with the train going through, and he's got all the people having a Christmas party, and he's sitting there with all the yarn.
He's just sitting there pulling on
just getting it. That part killed me.
Yeah. Definitely good. All right. I'm going to throw one out here, Josh. Throw one out here, and I imagine that it will spark a discussion. But another Amy Smart movie on the good, nice side.
I know what you're talking about.
Ryan Reynolds,
mm-hmm.
The guy from Fanboys.
Yeah, I don't know that kid's name.
I don't know his name either.
Super funny though.
What's her face from Airplane?
Yeah.
Who else is in that?
Plays his mom,
movie?
right?
Yeah, plays the mom.
Yeah. Anna Faris.
Say
Samantha Jones.
Of course. And then what's his face from American Pie plays Dusty.
Chris Klein.
I
wanted to say Pine. Yeah. I was like, it's not Chris
Klein. Just Friends,
Dusty.
Josh. Just Friends.
Just Friends.
I know you like the movie.
Oh, I love that movie. I don't know if it adheres to my stupid rules for Christmas movies.
I would definitely say that it counts as a Christmas movie in my book.
We were talking about this a bit the other day, actually, I think.
Yeah, we were.
And, like he does learn a lesson.
And it is on Christmas.
And it is on Christmas, and it's not as...
And there are hijinks that ensue because it is Christmas.
Yeah.
Like the shit with the Christmas decorations. Like, Christmas things happen.
I remember the line, Mom, where are my skates? I have to show off my skills.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's like super good, but he got these damn rentals.
Yeah, he got regular ice figure skates and not hockey skates, which he's good at.
Yeah.
No, dude, it's weird, dude. My stupid rules, because it's
there's a Christmas church service.
There was a Christmas church service, It is probably the most Christmas not Christmas movie to me. Because it's like I was saying earlier, it's mostly a romantic comedy.
Yes.
And it's fucking hysterical.
Yeah.
Everybody in that it is just a bananas, wacky.
I was gonna say it's kind of a wacky comedy, like subgenre.
Yeah.
Romantic comedy subgenre.
It's like
Christmas movie.
It's like it happens to be a romantic comedy.
Yeah.
On top of being this bizarre, wackadoo comedy movie. It's so funny. But like, I mean, it hits some of the notes for my stupid rules, which is Christmas can't be the backdrop, which unfortunately Christmas is the backdrop in this.
Yes.
But he does learn a moral lesson, and it's like a real lesson. It's not just like I spent 4 days in a town that I used to be a part of, or some small town, and their charming Christmas bullshit got me.
Yeah.
No, he learns an actual lesson about not being a piece of shit. He became what he hated, and it felt real. It felt earned. There's an actual arc. It's not just he's a dick until Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day he's learned his lesson and he gets the girl.
It's the backdrop, but enough things pertaining to Christmas affect the plot.
Exactly.
So I consider it definitely a Christmas movie, but
I will give it. It's more a Christmas movie than Die Hard.
Yeah, exactly, and they're your own rules, so it's like who cares?
Yeah, I don't expect anybody to adhere to these stupid rules.
But I've actually seen this the most on bad Christmas movie lists.
Really?
On the internet. Yeah, people don't seem to like it.
What? Because everyone I talk to loves that movie.
Yeah, dude. People like that. People like Waiting. People like those early Ryan Reynolds comedies.
Oh, yeah, dude. Fucking Just Friends is hysterical.
Yeah.
It's... Anna Faris was probably the only movie I've ever enjoyed her in.
she
plays... is ridiculous. I have a poster on my wall. Really? Do you ever? Like 8 times a day. Wow. That's a lot. She's just eating her toothpaste.
She's good in that, and she's good in Observe Reports. She plays the same kind of...
She's ridiculous in Observe Report, but yeah, she's like a more sane version of that girl.
Which I believe Observe Report was also set at Christmas.
Was it really? I feel like it became Christmas because it follows like a whole year of his life.
It does, but let's not get off track there. But,
no,
I really like that one, but I will more to your credit. It's not something I think about watching. Come the holidays. You can watch it whenever. I think that goes for a lot of Christmas movies, but it's nothing that like is going to get me in the mood for Christmas.
Oh, so yeah.
You have a little bit of merit there for sure.
I do, but God, that movie fucking kills me, dude.
It's good, and I haven't seen it in a while.
And the guy that plays his brother, the kid from Fanboys, is so funny in that movie. He's here with his lover. When he finds out Dusty's last name, kills me.
Yeah.
That's the only time I've ever liked Chris Klein, too. He's hilarious in that movie. When he walks out and he slaps that chick on the ass, he's all, oh, what?
It's Dusty Lee now.
Dinkelman. Dusty.
Yeah, that's a good one. What else you got, Josh?
Oh God, yeah. I'm sorry. I could talk about Just Friends.
I know. That's really, it's really the thing with this is we could talk about so many of these.
I know. Well, I could do 2 that I know you don't have on your list.
Okay.
Or I could do the one that I know we both have because I know we both have it.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that one. The Night Before.
The Night Before. Yes, we just watched this.
A
couple nights ago.
I
remember liking it, and I watched it again.
Yeah.
I really like it.
No, dude, I remember laughing my ass off first time I watched it, and then this most recent time, dude, it was still just as funny, and that doesn't happen to me with a lot of recent comedies where I'm just like I kind of just take a back seat and enjoy the ride, but this one still fucking kills me.
Yeah, it's
Michael
really,
Shannon
really
is
good.
the best character in the whole movie.
Yeah, very well written.
I love the way it's lit.
Yeah.
Because it has that schmaltzy glow to everything that like seems synonymous with the holidays. Everything has this oversaturated light.
It's if there's a like they do a lot of spotlighting.
Yeah.
That gives off this glow.
I love the throwback.
See,
sound.
but it's lit well, and then it does that. Like when I was talking earlier about the Hallmark movies, it's lit. It's lit like a sitcom studio, but then they do that, so everything is doing that.
Exteriors look like that. Yeah. Interiors, it's bad lighting. In general.
There's some. It's very, very good, and I don't hear a lot of people talk about this.
No, it seems to have kind of been forgotten, I think, and that sucks.
And there's a lot of people in it that have been blowing up only recently too. Yeah, and it was like before they be like, dude, Alana from fucking Broad City. Like Broad City is hitting its big.
No shit, Broad City had just started when that movie
Nathan
came out.
Fielder, Nathan For You is getting big. Like
Nathan
these
Fielder
last
was
couple
nobody at that time.
These last couple times as fucking Mindy Kaling in it.
Yeah,
it's got
It's got Lizzie Kaplan.
It's got Lizzie Kaplan.
I feel like Lizzie Kaplan is
the girl.
Like
it's got some people
biggest
from
underrated act because like I never see her a lot, but every time I see her, I really enjoy her.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I feel you.
Like the big names in the movie are honestly just the guys.
Yeah, for sure. And it's made. I guess.
Well, and Michael Shannon.
Yeah, and Michael Shannon, of course. But I guess I should point out, and I hope to God that I'm right on this. You can check me, but I believe it's made by the guy who made 50-50.
I think it is the guy. It's at least written by that because I remember it was one of the credits of the movie.
Yeah, when
they were doing promotional.
And I really liked 50-50.
I still have not seen 50-50.
And Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Seth Rogen are even better in this, I think. But it's a much different type of movie.
It is, in fact, the same director.
Okay, yeah, I thought it was.
Yeah, Jonathan Levine.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I really enjoy this movie, dude. Michael Shannon has the best comedic timing of anybody in the film.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He is super duper funny, and he is such an accurate portrayal of a pothead that it's almost uncomfortable.
Yeah,
dude.
it's
like
so good.
Every pot dealer that I ever dealt with in my younger days was just like him, like down to his wardrobe, dude.
My Quiet Intensity has that effect on people.
Quiet Intensity has that effect. Look at my finger. You need to give me $100 and get the fuck out of my car. Seth Rogen's
definitely shot in New York, which helps.
Yeah, only a couple backlots.
Yeah, definitely shot in New York. That helps. Good chemistry. Like a very solid plot and premise, and it feels like a Christmas movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like through and through. The gags are not over the top.
No, Seth Rogen with his being high kind of gets there every now, but then they tone it down or they switch it back to another plot line or something like that.
There was he wanders off for a very small amount of the movie, and that's when it gets a little much. When he's in the church, he's hanging out with Spencer and his family.
Yeah, but it still ends up with the baby's being a jerk to me.
yeah, that's right.
That part's really funny, and then him freaking out about Jesus is really funny.
Yeah, we did not do that.
We did not do that to Jesus. We did not do that to your Lord.
And then and there's clever bits where then they crucify the Messiah.
The Messiah, Tim Owens.
It's happening again.
It's happening again, and he's just like no, and the cross and everything. I would say of the three guys, I think Anthony Mackie is the weak link.
Yeah,
but he's not. It's not
just
really his thing. He's not. Yeah, but I mean, Joseph Gordon-Levitt came from comedy.
Yeah,
Seth Rogen is still doing majority of comedy, and I think Mackie's always been more of a serious actor. Yeah. But he doesn't transition as well as Michael Shannon does. But that role feels like it was written for Michael Shannon.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, he wasn't a straight man.
No,
but he also. Yeah, I don't know.
He doesn't seem to have the same energy as the other two.
He doesn't, but I guess he was probably written to his strengths. Who knows? Because
when they go to his mom's house.
Oh yeah, the thing with his mom is all right, but I was gonna say he didn't really get into a lot of hijinks. Like with Alana, he had his thing.
That was pretty fun,
and that was about it. And also him and Michael Shannon together was good. That was the most uncomfortable fucking experience.
It was the most uncomfortable experience. Yeah, but now you're in the present. All Weed does that. Present? Are you in the present?
Or are you in the present?
Or are you in the present? Maybe you're in the present. He keeps doing that little finger thing. No, dude, the bit with him and Alana when they're doing parkour around her, he's chasing her down because she stole his weed. That's hysterical. Dude,
it's just really good.
It's that's one that I definitely recommend.
Really funny.
I really love that movie.
Gives you running into people, hanging out on Christmas kind of vibe.
Christmas
party. A little bit of family put in there.
The underlying story of Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character is actually really good. It's pretty touching.
It is. So, if you definitely, and I think this is one that there's a good chance that you may have not seen. Go and check it out because it's a very good movie and it's definitely going to be a Christmas tradition. I think for me because I could watch that movie once a year for sure.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to throw one out here, Josh. It might stir up a little debate. Bad Santa.
I have actually never seen all of Bad Santa, so I have not a lot of commentary on it.
It's kind of a love it or hate it for people.
Yeah.
I really like it, but I also really like bad comedies.
Yes, you do.
It's kind of my thing.
Yeah.
But the dark comedy is something that I don't have a lot of experience with.
Mm-hmm.
And this movie kind of blew my mind back when I first saw it. I guess in my late teens.
Was it one of your first black comedies?
Yeah, like I guess in my late teens. Like, dude,
dark comedies.
It's like really sad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The kid and that's the problem. I haven't seen the second one. I probably never will.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna play the kid for goofs.
Yeah.
And the kid was supposed to just make you really sad, and he was good at that.
Well, I remember you had a lot of problems with the trailer for the new one because it looked like it was all just for goofs, and you're like, "This is not this movie."
No, and maybe that didn't play to a lot of people because it has the midget. Sorry, from Me, Myself, and Irene,
the little black dude, yeah,
and and it's got who is it? Bernie Mac. Right?
Yeah,
and it's got Bernie Mac, and they're just kind of doing their bad comedy thing. But when it came to what's his face?
Billy
Bob Thornton and fucking the kid. It's like, and it also had what's her name from fucking Gilmore Girls, fucking Lorelai,
Lauren Graham.
Yeah, she was also in it, and like there was a realness to some of the characters that was like on top of the outrageous like dumb comedy shit. So like she was like. Kind of like, obviously, a fuck-up kind of party girl, but also, like, a normal human being.
Yeah.
And just her, like, trying to hang out with him, and he's just drank himself fucking, like, passed out, pissed yourself drunk.
Yeah.
And fucking eats the kid's fucking advent calendar while he's all drunk. And then he feels bad in the morning and, like, is fucking tries to save it back together with candy corn and shit. And, like... He teaches the kids things, but, like, he's also just a dumb asshole who does stupid shit. It's like, I don't know why I like it so much, but, like, it's dumb comedy mixed with, like at the time, I was just blown away by, like, this is funny, but also the whole thing is just sad. It just makes you really sad.
Yeah.
I'm just like, it worked for me, and I still like watching it.
I'll have to check that one out. I've never seen that one.
Just like how his character grows, but is just a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And the kid, and like his life getting better, even despite the fact that a crazy bank or a safe cracking Santa has just set up shop in his house with his senile grandmother. Like, it's an absurd thing, and I don't know why. I love it. But yeah. If you haven't seen it all the way through, give it a watch.
Yeah, dude, I'll have to check that one out.
It's on Netflix.
If you like that one as much as it sounds like, you should check out. It's not a Christmas movie, but In Bruges would be right up your alley, dude.
I'll give it.
We watched Seven Psychopaths by the same one. It is not as good as In Bruges.
Okay.
All right. Well, Ryan, we're gonna go from if I can go off of your dark comedy, into my own dark comedy that I got on here. I got The Ref.
The Ref,
starring Denis Leary. Very, very early Kevin Spacey.
Okay.
Long before we all found out that he was not only a sexual deviant, but also gay.
Yeah.
Who tries to cover that up with oh, by the way, I'm gay? Like the community really needs that.
Well, didn't George Takei just say that it was a Russian plot?
What?
Yeah, because somebody like George Takei got called out, and then he basically said it was like a Russian plot. That was all.
Are we back in the 80s where we just blame the Russians for everything?
Dude, yes.
I don't understand.
But also, I think the Russians might actually be doing more now than they were doing in the 80s. I think there might be even more truth to it.
No. The Cold War just went to cyberspace?
Yeah.
Instead of real space. Moonbase.
Space Wars.
Moonbase, Space Wars, Starfights.
I have never heard of or seen The Ref.
Well, you are not a Denis Leary fan.
No.
As I understand it.
I dislike him. There was like something I remember pointing out that he was really good in, and I can't remember what it was now. But,
he's great in the movie Suicide Kings. He's fantastic in that.
Definitely wasn't that, because I don't know what that is.
It's a movie about frat boys that kidnap a mob boss.
There's something I like him in, and I can't think. Oh, I liked him in The Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh, he's really good in Amazing Spider-Man.
And I don't like that movie very much.
No, you don't. But no, in this movie he plays. It's funny, dude. While you were talking of Bad Santa, there's a lot of similarities. It's a dark comedy.
Okay.
It's about a safecracker.
Okay.
Denis Leary plays a safecracker who we opened the film with him cracking a safe in this rich upscale New York. It's upstate, so like where all the woods are and everything,
Very beautiful.
So it's very beautiful, huge houses, huge yards, and excuse me. Denis Leary's cracking a safe. Well, he cracks the safe, and something sprays in his face when he does it. It's cat piss. So he has to remove his mask. So now he's on camera. He's got a mask. He doesn't have a mask on, so we're revealed to Denis Leary. He gets attacked by the dog on his way out because he sets off the alarm on his way out. A dog bites his leg, so he's limping around for the whole movie, much like I am tonight.
Yeah.
And he, in the midst of trying to make his getaway driver is a piece of shit, so he takes off at the first sign of trouble when the house alarm goes off. He gets bit by this dog. He takes a family hostage. He takes the couple hostage. It's Kevin Spacey, and I cannot remember the name of the actress who plays the wife. I actually just looked her up the other day, and I can't think of her name.
Shit.
But they have the worst marriage in the world. That it's Kevin Spacey's kind of a mama's boy. She's kind of a shrew and a hippie. And she has this weird... They end up wearing wreaths at the end of the movie for Christmas dinner with, like, burning candles on them because that's what happened on the old solstice festivals that the pagans would put on. And it's so weird. And Denis Leary has to spend the whole night with them because he's taking them hostage. And it's just... He's Denis Leary, that cranky, angry Denis Leary character, but it never feels ridiculous from him in this. It's never over the top. It's never too much. He's just a dude that's stuck in a situation and he's in over his head and he has to partake in all this family drama.
Okay.
And it is much like you're talking about with Bad Santa. It's not wacky fun time Christmas. It's not a heartwarming film.
Yeah.
Their son comes home from military school. He's a piece of shit. He's on the verge of getting kicked out. He's blackmailing the base commander or the command the I don't know what they are on in military
his commanding
schools.
officer.
His commanding officer, the principal, I guess, of this military
Yeah.
school. He's blackmailing him for having an affair, to stay in the school or whatever. And he wants to leave with Gus. That's Dennis Leary's kid's name. He wants to leave with him, and he's like, "You don't want to fucking leave with me. My life sucks." But no, Kevin Spacey's mom shows up. His whole family shows up, and they all suck. They all hate Aunt Carol, I think is her name. That's Kevin Spacey's wife. And they're on the verge of divorce, and they're fighting the whole time, and the kid and the dad don't get along, and Gus is stuck in the middle of it, and then Grandma shows up.
Oh, shit.
And she's the fucking worst character. She is detestable on a real level, because, like, she seems like actually, she is just, she gets under your skin, dude.
Wow.
Like, she is so terrible, and she fucking she pisses Gus off, and it's revealed who he is because he's been disguising himself as their therapist for the whole night, and he's making up bullshit reasons for why they have to leave, and they all have to go at the same time, and she's he goes to pull his gun on her at one point, and Kevin Spacey's like, "She's not worth it," and he's like, "I fucking hate her." It's one of my favorite scenes, but it's Dennis Leary doing what Dennis Leary does good,
Okay.
but not being ridiculous, and it's just all about them, like, we're learning to work as a family again, but it's so shitty. Like, it is it's not a fun time, but it's funny, you know.
Okay.
It's filled with dark humor, dude, and it's very, very, very good.
I'll have to check it out, Josh. You're opening my eyes.
God, dude, it's just like they all hate Aunt Carol, and they eat it like a Moobies or like a McDonald's or something on the way there. They keep stopping at fast food restaurants so they don't have to eat her terrible food. And it's some kind of like vegetable soup or something like that. It's this terrible, like, it's with the theme of like the weird wreaths that she's making them wear. They all have to wear these stupid fuck. Like, oh God, they all hate her, and it's like, I can see why. She's awful. But like, you get on her side because like Kevin Spacey's such a mama's boy.
Okay.
That like he's always taking money from her, and he's always helping her out and doing all this kind of crap for her, and it's just like the wife gets shoved aside for his relationship with his mother, and it's you don't know who to side with, and you're always on Gus's side.
Yeah.
Like, Gus is the only character in the movie that you just have any kind of sympathy for.
Dude, I'll have to check it
But
out.
dude, it is one of my favorite. I watch that movie every Christmas.
Dang. Okay. Before we get to more of the obvious ones, Josh. I think there is 2 here that I think we want to talk about. Before we get into that, do you want to do some television?
Yeah, dude, let's break it off. We'll do the last 2.
Okay.
But I only have a couple from TV for myself.
I only have a couple as well.
Okay.
Fucking quick fire here, just to get these ones out of the way. The 1999 A Christmas Carol, starring Patrick Stewart, that was straight to TV.
That was the TNT special.
Yes.
Yeah, that one's really good.
I watched that in 7th grade in my very first film class, Josh.
Oh.
It was alright, but I like it a lot because it's A Christmas Carol, and who doesn't like it? And that's a good version of it.
Yeah, oh yeah, dude, Patrick Stewart's really, really good in that movie.
He's good. It's good. So, if you're looking for another version, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to move it right along
Oh.
to not so great, but I enjoy it. And for some reason, I think thanks to Brandon, I've ended up watching this the last few Christmases. I don't remember what year it came out. Maybe 14, maybe 15. But it's been a few Christmases, or a couple at least. A Very Murray Christmas on Netflix, Josh.
I still have not watched that.
I
guys both been bugging me about that.
I actually really like it. Oddly enough, it has Miley Cyrus in it. We should have pointed out Miley Cyrus is also in The Night Before.
The Night Before, yeah.
Which is odd. I found that odd.
It was very odd.
So that's a weird...
Well, she was like such an internet meme, and people loved joking about her.
Yeah.
Like, it was, you had to have
But
it.
also just kind of a weird coincidence that I have two
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus appearances in this list.
Within the same year, aren't
Yeah, but it's kind of your classic Christmas special. There's a little bit meta to it. He's going to do this Christmas special. Shit goes wrong. There's a huge blizzard, and the power goes out, and then it's just him in this hotel, and there's celebrity guests, and there's... they sing songs. It is what it is.
It's a variety show.
It's the variety show. It's like,
Cool.
Imagine what Bill Murray would want to do. It's that. And then the one that I really want to talk about, I don't know if you've seen it or not, A Colbert Christmas.
I have heard
the greatest gift
from
of all.
so many people what a great Christmas special
It's
that
so
was, and
good.
I did not ever see it.
Yeah, I've watched this one a couple times, maybe a few times. It's ridiculous. Like, Toby Keith shows up, and there's a bear. The bear. It's just normal. It's like in character Stephen Colbert.
Was this Colbert Report, or was this
in character Colbert Report?
Okay.
Colbert Christmas.
Okay.
So imagine what that would be like. It's just tons of celebrity guests, tons of skits, tons
like his Daft Punk video.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a good time.
That's awesome.
It's just you chill back and you go, I know that person.
It's another one of those great variety.
They're doing a song. They're doing a little bit.
Another one of those great variety
Just a
show
good-
ones.
it's
Those
just
are always fun.
Yeah, and those are just the couple that
I don't have these written down, dude, but I remember a lot of the old SNL comedy Christmas specials, dude, that always got me. Like, I remember Eddie Murphy's. My dad made me watch this with him all the time, and it was Eddie Murphy's when he did Gumby, when he played Gumby, but it was Frank Sinatra as Gumby, but it was just like, it's Christmas. I can't do it because I can't do what Eddie Murphy did, and I suck at doing Frank Sinatra impressions. But he's got all these stars coming out, and he's always telling them, "Shut the hell up, kid." But he's dressed like he has this huge foam Gumby costume, and then his face in the face hole painted green, and it's just, because he's black, it does not look good
weird,
at all, dude. And it's really, really funny. That one, and then of course, like, sweaty balls. And
Yeah.
Just, I remember all the SNL ones, dude. They were so much fun.
Yeah.
The Hanukkah song.
Yeah. So all of those are great. Obviously, we're not talking about the Star Wars holiday special.
No.
Because that's terrible.
That's awful.
But, yeah, I just thought I'd bring up a couple that I've seen and that I like. And it's probably something that I should probably look into more because, the nice little holiday variety hour is like, I like those, so I probably like some of the more classic ones as well. Go ahead, Josh. Hit me with the TV you got.
Oh, dude. Number one is one from when I was younger. As a kid. It was Frasier. It's an episode of the first season of Frasier. And it always kind of got me, dude. And it's funny, dude, now that I'm looking at it. A couple of the three that I have, it's Christmases spent alone.
This is what I was talking about earlier.
It's just me alone, sad on Christmas. No, it's from when I was a little kid.
Which you were last Christmas.
I was, yeah. And it's funny, dude, because one of them I saw for the first time last year and was just like, oh, I'm sad. No, but
I've been alone on Christmas before, Josh. I watched the Survivor Man marathon.
Dude, I watched Godzilla movie marathon on the El Rey network.
Nice.
And I loved every minute of it. But no, it was a Frasier episode from the first season, and it's called Miracle on 3rd or 4th Street.
Okay.
And Frasier starts the holiday off in good spirits. He's going to be spending Christmas with Frederick, his kid. He's got the day off. Bulldog, the pain-in-the-ass jock that works at the radio station, is bugging him to work Christmas. And he's telling him, no, I don't care. There's a joke in it. And I wonder if they got Big Rhonda from this tiny little bit because it's so much Big Rhonda from that 70s show. The joke is that the newbie in the station has to take home this lady who gets too drunk at the annual Christmas party. The newbie always has to take her home. Well, she comes in and is like, I'm so sorry to put you out. And he's just like, He's like, oh, it's no bother at all. Just tell me when you're ready to go. And she's like, I'm ready now, baby. And she picks him up and hefts him over her shoulder and walks out. It's funny as hell. Then there's this funny bit where Niles is drinking eggnog, and Niles is notorious germaphobe and everything. And he looks down at his shiny shoes, and he's got a bit of a smudge, so he puts down his eggnog and starts cleaning off his shoe. And Eddie the dog comes up, starts drinking out of the eggnog cup. So you're watching him clean this little spot off his shoe while Eddie's drinking out of his eggnog. He reaches around, picks up the eggnog, and starts drinking it, unaware that Eddie's been drinking. You have to see it. It's good visual comedy.
Yeah, it's classic sitcom
visual comedy. Yeah, dude, it's so funny. But then it all falls apart, and Frederick's going to go camping instead of going with his dad to Christmas, and they all had this plan to go up to some real cool cabin that Niles' wife is in. That Niles' wife has, and they were all going to go there for Christmas. And then there's this super funny fight, and it's one of the bits that starts off with I got tired of this comedy between him and his dad, because his dad's a blue collar fella, and Frasier's thinks he's better than he is, and Frasier pulls out the Christmas lights, and they're these stupid chili pepper Christmas lights to put on the tree, and Marty's like, no, I've been using these Christmas lights for years. They're normal Christmas lights. He's like, oh, I want to use these. They're fashionable. And he's like, that's ridiculous. And they get into a fight, and he's just like, look, I know Frederick can't come, and that sucks, but you can't take it out on me. And he's just like, oh, I'll jump, fine. He's like, put the Christmas lights on. No, you put your Christmas lights on. And so Marty takes them out of his hands and throws them at the tree. Maybe put a radish on top of it. It's ridiculous. The funniest part of it is he says he's not going to go with them anymore. He's going to stay here. And he's like, well, fine, Merry Christmas. And Frasier goes, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. And they start having this shouting match of Merry Christmas back and forth against each other. But no, there's this real touching bit at the end where Frasier, he's all dressed in like crappy clothes because he ends up going to the radio station and filling in for Bulldog anyway, because he's not going, so who gives a shit. And he looks like crap. And he ends up eating at a diner with all these bums and stuff like that. And the bum, he can't find his wallet. And because he looks so disheveled, everybody thinks he's a bum too. So nobody believes that he forgot his wallet at the radio station. They all think he's just not a bum. And the bums go around and they do a collection for him so that he can pay for his dinner. And then he goes back, he's giving him the sob story about everything that happened with his kid and his dad and everything like that. He's just like, it's just been a terrible Christmas. And he comes back in to try to find his keys, because he dropped his keys while he was in there. And some lady found his key. The waitress finds his keys and is just like, oh, some guy forgot his keys. And she's like, oh, they put it in a basket. They put him down there. He comes in, doesn't ask for his keys, because he's all embarrassed because everybody paid for his dinner. So he gets down on his hands and knees and starts crawling around looking for his keys. And they make some joke about them paying for dessert. And he's like, no, I just forgot to tell you Merry Christmas. And then there's this real cool bit where the bum reaches in, grabs a coin, and flicks it to him. He's like, call your dad. And he's like, you know what, I think I'm gonna. And then he has to leave, and then he comes back the next day for his car. That's one of my favorites. Next on the list is the one I watched about a year ago, actually, right now.
Oh my gosh.
Justice League from the show, the cartoon.
Okay.
Comfort and Joy. And it's the holiday episode they did in like the first or second season. And it was the whole league goes out and they all have separate holidays. I can't remember what Batman and Wonder Woman do. I think they both end up going to some ritzy Christmas party and end up having like some kind of little date, because that was where that romance began that they keep trying to do in the movies, was in the cartoon. It was Diana and Bruce were kind of having a thing. And I think they end up dancing and stuff like that. Flash is going around doing his thing in his city, and he ends up having to help these orphans out, and he's got to get them some super cool toy, and he catches Gorilla Grodd trying to rob this toy store, and the toy gets blown up in the mix, if I remember right, and Grodd and him work together. They put aside their rivalry to bring these orphans this toy that they have to repair. The real one that got me, though, was Martian Manhunter. Has nowhere to go for Christmas. He doesn't know anything about Christmas. He's just going to stay in the headquarters. And Clark says, no, you're coming with me. He takes him to the farm. They both have this, because Martian Manhunter's the last of his kind.
Yes.
And they go back to, they're both the last of this kind, but Clark has his family in Martian Manhunter.
Oh, I know all about Martian Manhunter, Josh.
Oh, excuse me. I forgot.
I don't.
You watch Supergirl.
I don't. I just know him in Supergirl. Where he's like, I will pretend to be Supergirl, but I can't walk in heels.
I can't walk in
heels. And I don't know nothing about the magazine business.
I can't handle schedules.
Yeah.
But, no, and then he goes back to Smallville with Clark, and they have this, he learns all about Christmas from the people around him and doing everything, and it kind of got me, dude, because he's all by himself on Christmas. I was all by myself on Christmas. I was a little drunk, so it warmed the cockles, dude. And Clark and like his family, because Jonathan's still there because he didn't needlessly sacrifice himself to a tornado.
Yeah, to save the dog that died.
To save the dog that died probably the next month.
No, it's okay.
No, you stay there.
You can easily do this, but I'll just die.
Yeah, I'll just die horribly.
It's funny. I was thinking about not that movie, but obviously Justice League for our end of the year wrap up. That's going to be after this episode.
Oh, cool.
And fuck, dude. Like, I want.
Are we doing like a best and worst of the year?
Yeah. And I want to talk bad about that movie. Of Justice League, but the fact that it's not Man of Steel makes it just so high on my list.
That's what I was saying when we were
DC
doing the
movies.
Review. That's what I was saying when we were doing the review, dude. It is not Batman vs Superman. Yeah. It's not Suicide Squad, and it's not Man of Steel.
It's worst not of all Wonder three Woman. Of those.
Yeah, it's not. It's unfortunately not Wonder Woman either, but it couldn't be. No. Not with the groundwork they laid,
and not with them kind of letting somebody just make a movie.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, there's two people working it. It doesn't matter. But, But thumbs up to that choice.
Yeah, that was one that kind of got.
There's a lot of like Batman the Animated Series and Justice League and stuff that I still need to watch. So.
Oh, yeah, dude. Well, and that's the great thing that I like about those shows is, like, you can be an adult and still enjoy those shows. It's those products still hold up to this day, dude. The strength of the writing is amazing, dude. And it's one of my favorite episodes of the series, dude. It was really good. Real little heartwarming one, dude, And last, I've got Bob's Burgers.
Oh shit!
This is one of my favorites. It's the I can't remember the name of the episode. I just wrote down Mannequin, and it's his uncle, Bob's uncle dies, and he inherits his shed filled with crap, and there's a man living in there, and you find out that this man believes that he is a living mannequin who became a person, and his wife or girlfriend is a mannequin that is trapped being a mannequin.
Okay.
And every day he does a window display for them. And then for their Christmas gift to him, they're going to go get his girlfriend. Because they find her. And Bob is dead set against this because this man is just insane. He's not, that wacky hijinks go on. And they find the mannequin, according to his description, and she's a mannequin in a sex shop modeling sex toys for the local smut peddler.
Wow.
And they have to bring him back, and there's this whole, he makes out with her and her head falls off, and there's just like, pick it up, Dan. It's second roll, and he picks it up and he starts making out with it. And then at the end, you find out that he has this elaborate condo in New York or something like that. And Bob's like, "What?" It's what's super funny.
It's like with Reno 911 when you realize Nick Swartzen's character was actually rich.
Was actually rich the whole time. Yeah, it's just there's this part where Tina's so wrapped up in the romance of the characters, and she's just like, "Oh, she's turning into a person. I can see. Oh no, she's still a mannequin." And it's
no, still a mannequin.
It's one of my favorite episodes. It's so funny, dude.
I will undoubtedly end up watching that.
Oh yeah, you just got into the show. So.
Yeah, for sure.
No, there's that one, and there's another one that I almost put down where they have Christmas in the car, and it's because Linda kept buying trees the day after She buys a tree a day after Thanksgiving, and then just keeps buying trees as they all die, and they have to go out to the forest to go get a new tree. And they piss off a trucker, And that one's really funny too, but like the mannequin one just fucking kills me every time, dude, because it's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. It makes me laugh every single time.
Nice. Nice. I enjoy that list. Yeah. I enjoy that list of sitcom and animated
tomfoolery
Christmas episodes. I could probably think of some, but I don't watch that many sitcoms.
You don't watch a lot of sitcoms. See, and like that was what I grew up. Those were my bread and butter. Like sitcoms and comedy movies was just most of what I watched.
For sure, and I'm sure I've seen some, but they just have faded away.
Well, I remember vaguely like a Family Matters one, where Laura and Steve switch places. It's like a Wonderful Life type of scenario. She says she wished he never existed and was never born. And then somehow she becomes Steve and Steve becomes Laura, and she sees what Steve's like his life through his eyes, and it's terrible. It's a fucking awful episode.
Yeah. I think the only one that I would bring up is every single Christmas special or Christmas episode of American Dad. Be it
good.
The Christmas Carol where they have to shoot, where he has to shoot.
Is that the one Reagan. Is that the one where they go to war with Santa?
No, that's a different. Okay, so I was gonna.
Because that's one of my favorite.
I was gonna hit them all up. There's 2 Krampus episodes.
The Krampus ones are funny.
One of them is kind of a straight up Krampus. The other one is like. Is
it a sequel to it?
Yeah, there's like a sequel to it. But the very first one that I remember is like. He's pissed off because everybody sucks. Stan is, obviously. Yeah. And he ends up, like, fucking with the past. He has to, like, shoot fucking...
Yeah, okay.
Like, shoot Reagan or something.
Yeah. I remember that one. That was the one with Nathan Fillion in it, right? We thought he was gonna be Ricky.
Yeah. So, like, all of those are just really good. They, like... Family Guy has never been... close to as good as what they've done with American Dad
American Dad is very good
because they're just absurd, and a lot of them involve Krampus, which is gonna segue me directly into my top 2 here, Josh.
Oh, we're coming back to it,
and I hope that you're on the same page as me here. But in my top 3, actually, I said 2 and I lied. In my top 3, I have Krampus. We recently watched Krampus, probably the last couple of years.
We watched Krampus about a year ago.
Yeah.
Krampus is a fantastic movie, very much in the spirit of Gremlins.
Gremlins, yeah.
Gremlins sure. and those old type of 80s monster family kid movies.
Yeah. And the listeners know how I feel about horror movies. I would not classify this as Christmas horror.
Really?
I no. I wouldn't.
What would you say? Parody? Dark comedy?
Alright, fine. Horror. But PG-13 horror?
It's like Beetlejuice.
Yeah. Because wasn't Gremlins the one that pushed PG-13?
That was the movie that invented the PG-13.
Yeah, okay. Movie. So yeah, I guess just in the vein of, yeah... Which
they had to change a whole bunch for. Like, that was supposed to be a lot more gruesome than it was, and that movie's pretty fucked up. It's supposed to be a horror comedy. It's not very funny. It's kind of fucking creepy, dude.
Yeah, so Krampus basically is just the cheesy... kid fucking doesn't want to be with his family on Christmas because they suck.
Kevin McAllister.
Yeah, exactly. It's just that.
Well, yeah, because like he's got the Christmas spirit and everybody else sucks.
Yeah, but he also gets punished at the end. So I don't know.
Well, because he made the wish.
That's true, and that's not Christmassy at all in itself.
Yeah.
But basically, it's got all the tropes. It's the family that sucks. You know the. The one brother thinks he's better than the other brother, and the families butt heads, and one of them they're dicks to one of the kids more than the others, and
yeah,
shit goes bad because Krampus is pissed.
Yeah, Krampus comes to get his due.
Yeah, and basically, like, fucking Christmas decorations come to life and kill people. And
yeah, one turns into like a giant octopus or something like that.
Krampus is killing motherfuckers left and right. Fucking dude, just all practical effects.
All practical effects, very well done. The snowstorm is very creepy and very cold.
And the the setting, the snowstorm, when they're out in it, it feels like fucking God, what's a good movie to compare it to?
8 Below.
There we go. Yeah, it sounds good.
Dude,
it
Everest.
Looks good.
The storm at Everest.
Yeah. Looks good. Sounds good.
The Krampus is an amazing.
It's inventive in how they fucking get rid of everybody. It throws it. It does a little double surprise spin at the end.
Yeah, you get a real good ending in that, dude. No, the movie's great from start to finish, dude.
Yeah.
I love Krampus.
It's just a good.
That's one if you wanna spook on the holidays.
It's just good light.
Yeah,
just a light like inventive fun horror. It's fun horror.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's the.
Well,
difference.
that was what I meant by parody, where it's like it's like a horror, almost a horror comedy.
It kind of knows it's out. It's themed horror, so it's like it's wacky in its own right because it's like it's horror, but it's Christmas.
It's more. It seems God. It's like what Gremlins was trying to do. A creepier Beetlejuice and a less funny Ghostbusters. And I don't mean less funny in a bad way.
No, yeah. It's just hard to be as funny as Ghostbusters.
It's very hard to be as funny as Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters can't even do that.
Ghostbusters can't even be as funny as Ghostbusters. Zing. Zoom. No, dude, I'm right on board with you for Krampus. Krampus is a great movie, dude.
Krampus. Hit me with another, Josh.
All right, dude, we got my number 2. Okay. We got Scrooged.
Ooh, I've never seen Scrooge.
You've never seen Scrooge?
No.
All right, dude, you were just singing Bill Murray's praises.
I was.
I implore you, I think it's still on Netflix.
Okay.
Give it a watch as soon as possible, dude.
All right.
It's a modern take on the Christmas Carol. It's another version of Christmas Carol.
Yeah. But
you get, he is the head of a TV network, and he's a total piece of shit, dude. And there's this whole joke about they do this heartwarming ad because they're putting on a Christmas Carol live. And they got, Buddy Hackett playing Scrooge. That's funny. But it's like... They've got this heartwarming trailer, come to our family and we'll da-da-da-da. And he's just like, that was crap. And then he plays his out. And there's this apocalyptic vision. If you don't watch it, you're going to die. A house explodes at the end and they're like, Sunday. It's there's this whole meta joke about, riling everybody up.
Yeah.
But, and then just Carol Kane is hysterical in it as the Ghost of Christmas Past. She's a fairy who just beats no, she's present.
Okay.
Yeah, she's present. The taxi cab driver, who I can't remember the name of, he's the Ghost of Christmas Past. And there's this funny fucking bit where Bill Murray's past self makes this terrible joke. And then they cut back to the cab and Murray and the taxi driver at the same time just go, bump. It fucking kills me all the time. Carol Kane's hysterical. She just beats the shit out of Bill Murray for her entire bit. She keeps kicking him in the nuts. She's punching him in the face. She's doing little threes whoop, 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 to him. And then the Ghost of Christmas Future is fucking terrifying in it. The Marley-esque character is also really just gross. It's all practical effects.
Nice.
And it's fucking, there's a part, fucking, he takes a golf ball in the mouth, the Marley character, and then a rat climbs out the back of his head, and the golf ball pops out of his stomach after he eats it or whatever. It's fucking, it's disgusting. But the Ghost of Christmas Future is very disturbing. The way they do the future is very cold, it looks, it's like every scene in Blade Runner.
Oh, okay.
The way they set up their future. But, no, dude, he ends up. It's the story of it's a Christmas Carol.
It's a Christmas Carol, yeah.
So you know how it's gonna go.
Yeah.
But the way they do it's really funny, and Bill Murray's hysterical in the movie. Fucking Marion from Indiana Jones is his lady in the movie. It's a great fucking.
I'll have to check it out. Yeah.
It's one of my favorite Bill Murray.
There's two.
That's another one I watch.
I was gonna say there's 2 Christmas carols that I have to check out. Well, we're getting to your number 1, so I guess I'll just go ahead and do my number 2 and my number 1.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought for sure Krampus would be your number 2.
No,
because I know how much you love Krampus.
It is my number 3.
Wait, let me. I think I know what your number 2 is.
Would you like to take a guess?
Elf.
Number 2 is Elf.
Yes,
it is Elf.
Elf is a funny movie, dude.
I saw it in theaters when I was, I don't know, I guess, who fucking knows, 14, 15, who knows, something like that.
It was a while ago.
It's an old movie. It's just great. I don't know what to say about it.
He makes candy spaghetti.
It's Jon Favreau. It's fucking Will Ferrell just hamming it up. It's fucking Zooey Deschanel being Zooey Deschanel.
She sings in the shower.
Oh, what's his face?
James Caan.
Yeah, doing his thing.
I think, you know what's funny? The funniest part...
It's an absurd premise with somebody who's overly optimistic and never wavers from that.
Yeah.
And you learn
it's got
about
the
family.
schmaltzy ending,
yeah,
dude. No, it's a beautiful Christmas movie.
It is.
I think it's great, dude. The part of that movie that has always killed me is when you come in and you always come in halfway through him telling the story of his quest to get to New York. Because you never hear the whole story.
Yeah.
You always come in at the Gumdrop Forest.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's super funny, dude. And it always makes me think of that Flight of the Conchords song. In between the make-believe trees. Marmalade Forest. The Marmalade Swamp or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Which, of course, are the jelly beans. Yum. Yeah, it's just... It's like the essence of a Christmas movie.
It's a movie where if it was played by a child, it would be insufferable.
Yes. But it's like what if a grown man took everything to like the most schmaltzy, like, and then it's played for laughs, but also does still have that message.
Oh yeah, it's got a good heart at it.
Like, yeah, I mean, Santa shows up and what, like, it's all played straight to the point of where it's funny.
Oh yeah.
It's just a well executed fucking.
It's a good solid Christmas movie, dude.
Little Christmas movie. Which brings me to my number 1. Are we also on your number 1, Josh?
Yes.
Okay.
I will go after you.
Yes. My number 1 is A Christmas Story.
It's a classic.
It's amazing.
It's a classic.
They play it 24 hours straight on TBS, and I watch it probably 2 or 3 times every year. So I don't really need to talk about that movie. That's my number 1.
I don't really need to say much about my number 1. I sing this movie's praises every year, all the time. It is A Muppet Christmas Carol.
It is.
I love that movie, and I seem to love it even more as I get older. There are more jokes that I catch, and that's the thing. Every time I watch it, I catch something new.
And this plays, like what I was talking about with Elf, this plays into, and from what I know about it, I still need to watch it.
You still do that? It blows my mind that you have never seen it.
I probably have caught parts of it. But I definitely wanted to watch it before we did this so we could talk more about it. But but like I was saying about Elf, one of the reasons that I think the comedy in that works is that, what's his face? What's his name that plays Scrooge?
Michael Caine.
Yes. Was like, I'm going to play it completely straight as if Muppets were not in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
So there's like that bit of playing it straight kind of works into the laughs even better.
Yeah, no, they're all, the Muppets aren't, nobody treats the Muppets as Muppets. They're just other people.
Yeah.
That are Muppets.
Yeah.
No, it's...
And that's what I know about it.
Oh, yeah.
It's played straight.
Oh, yeah. No, dude. He gives a great Scrooge. He's a great Scrooge. He's a piece of shit. It's, a lot of people bust on Michael Caine because he's always Michael Caine in all of his movies, but Michael Caine is good. so I don't give a shit. He sings, and he does a great job. I love the songs. I'm not really a musical kind of guy, dude, but like I love
when it comes
all
to
of the songs.
When it comes to
movie.
Christmas movies, though, like even in the Christmas Story Live was bad. It wasn't even bad. I just didn't care.
Just didn't deliver.
I didn't care. Yeah. It was weird that Russ Hanneman was the dad. Maya Rudolph is good, but
I love Maya Rudolph all the time. She's like one of the most underrated SNL alumni, dude.
Yeah,
I
sure.
never see her in anything.
She's solid, but
that's like who's from the old days? Sherry O'Terry.
Oh.
Sherry O'Terry always made me. Her and Anna Gasteyer always made me laugh, dude. And Molly Shannon was the one that
made it,
and she was fucking terrible,
taking all the fucking Alice and Janney roles. But anyway, but like listening, but just like hearing the songs and it's Christmas, you're like, it works,
dude. Fucking, I admit, I sing along. You know, they make me tap my toe. I get into it, dude. I sing them all the time. I love them, dude. They Kermit's Bob Cratchit is great. Tiny Tim is appropriately heartbreaking and ridiculous. Gonzo and Rizzo the Rat are hilarious as the narrators. It's such a great movie, dude. It's so fantastical. And but it's still grounded in the original story, dude.
Yeah.
And it's just the Muppets at their best, dude. It is a Muppet movie at its best. It's probably my favorite Muppets movie.
I was gonna say, since it's your favorite Muppets movie and your favorite version of that story,
yeah.
Favorite Christmas movie, that's an endorsement people can get behind.
Oh yeah, dude. If you've never seen a Muppet Christmas Carol, don't even finish this podcast. Go watch that movie.
Well, maybe finish it because it's done. But
yeah, we're kind of at the end. Telling you that a little too late.
Well, there you go. There is the two that shouldn't surprise you, kind of in a row. Check out Elf. Check out A Christmas, the Muppet Christmas Carol. Check out fucking A Christmas Story. But also, check out fucking Krampus, y'all.
Definitely see Krampus. The Night Before as well.
And The Night Before. That one's the one that is kind of like, you don't see it around. It's not
Nobody talks about that.
It's
one.
not a classic, and it's not a
should
piece,
be.
It's not a piece of crap like some of the Chris. Like, it's not a bad mom's Christmas. You know what I mean? It's not these pieces of crap that have been coming out. It is a true modern great Christmas
comedy. Good Christmas comedy.
All right, that is it for this Christmas extravaganza. There's a lot to cover. I think when we first
not giving me enough credit.
No, I'm not. But when we first conceptualized it, I was like, oh yeah, it'll be to the point. We'll talk about a few movies we really liked. The more I thought about it, putting pen to paper, talking to you, it's like, holy shit.
It was an endeavor.
That is a genre of movie that I did not realize that I liked so much and that I've seen so much of.
Oh, yeah.
And that, like...
Well, dude, we haven't even talked about...
It's such a big topic to
We
cover.
haven't even talked about movies that are set during Christmas, but I don't consider it necessarily Christmas movie. That there's a debate about.
Yeah, we didn't talk about Die Hard. We didn't talk about fucking...
Lethal Weapon, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, Iron Man 3.
Iron Man 3. Yeah.
Another Shane Black.
Just Shane Black trying to make a movie that people would watch. It's just sad. But this has been awesome.
It's been super fun. Next year we'll probably try to polish this up a bit.
Yeah, for sure. This is just our first go. Just
second go.
Oh shit! Second go, second annual. Just we had things we knew we wanted to talk about, and like I said, we did not understand the scope when we conceptualized it. Because like I said, it's been going on for 2 hours now.
Oh shit!
And we could have talked about each movie individually. Perhaps next year, maybe we'll pick movies we want to talk about and then do little episodes leading up to Christmas, maybe talking about each movie.
And maybe we do one good one, one bad one.
Given its due, but when you first think about the idea, you're like, oh, Christmas movie. I'll talk about the 4 that I like, and then you like have a list of 12 that you want to talk about.
Exactly.
But yeah, this has been fun. Like I said, there should be some good comedy on bad ones that you need to avoid and or watch.
Yeah.
And
I think Jingle All the Way is the one we actually talked about. I think the other one was just like, oh, it's stupid.
Yeah, but also, if you haven't seen some of the ones on the nice list, give them a look. All right, we will be back. Hopefully, actually, I think the way this is gonna fall, we're actually not gonna miss a week. So we should be back at the first of the year. We're gonna do a 2016 roundup, 2017 roundup, like we did last year. But it's only gonna be slightly talking about the ones that we didn't review, and it's more so going to be listing our favorites of the year.
Exactly.
And so look forward to that next week. You can find us on all major podcasting apps, including iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, etc. This is the Mighty Fish Podcast. We are Mighty Fish Productions. Twitch.tv/Mighty Fish Productions. YouTube, we are Mighty Fish Productions. We are also on Twitter at Mighty Fish Pod. Lots of stuff on that there. Twitter. I have
except from us.
Yeah, except from not us though.
We're really bad at tweeting.
I have been Ryan.
I am still Josh.
And we will catch you next year. Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!